Most of the problems that you encounter on daily basis on your iPhone actually have a very simple solution. And actually doing this might even prevent a lot of these problems on your device on daily basis. That's why I suggest you do this regularly, at least once a week on your device. Now, the kind of problems that you can solve with this is a frozen screen. Maybe your device is just hanging, you tap anywhere, it doesn't actually work, it doesn't move, whether that be on your home screen or maybe on the app library. That happens a lot, or even within an app, third-party app, or even one of the Apple apps. Lags, sluggishness, stuck app, so you open an app, it doesn't actually launch, it just shows the screen and it's not loading. All these are problems that can actually be solved very easy with one really simple thing that you can do. And I will show you guys that in a minute here, but first of all, let me just showcase here everything that you can solve with this simple trick that you can do on your iPhone. Again, black screens stuck on Apple logo, your iPhone is booting, it doesn't boot, it just stays on the Apple logo. The cellular is dropping, you don't actually have a stable connection with your cellular. Of course, things like the Wi-Fi not actually connecting, that actually happens a lot, or it connects and it continuously disconnects from the network that you're in. That is most of the time the problem with your iPhone's Wi-Fi. As you can see right there, you can see just disabled and enabled automatically without me even doing anything. That's actually really bad. And things like the Bluetooth not syncing, or different failures with Bluetooth not being able to be discovered. So you have your Bluetooth turned on, but it cannot be discovered by other devices. That's also a problem that you can actually fix really easy. And you will have other problems like with the keyboard missing. That actually happens a lot, especially for me, it happens on the app library. You go to the app library, you tap the search, and it doesn't bring up the keyboard at all. That actually has happened a lot on iOS 26. Now I'm updated with this device to iOS 27 beta 1, and it's not happening. It's actually been fixed, but it does happen a lot on iOS 26 and not on iOS 27. Of course, things like no sound for your media, delayed notifications, or no notifications at all. That's actually also a really common problem that users have with devices and certain apps, not all the apps. Like I had this with WhatsApp, like last week, it just wouldn't send me the notifications. I get into the app, the notifications are on, everything is okay here, and they're all new messages, but it doesn't show up on the notifications. That can be fixed also very easy. Your battery draining, that's also something that will help a lot, and also calibrating the battery of your device, showing you the proper percentage that you have on your device, because a lot of times you have noticed that you have a certain percentage of battery on your device and then it just turns off, or it drops down like 3 to 4 points, not like one by one. That's also another problem that it can fix. App updates not updating, just the wheel moving on the app store but not updating on the device. That's another problem. And one that I guarantee will be fixed is the large system files that you have on your device. That's a problem basically for every iPhone user. And most of it is created by the users because they never actually do this on their device. You will have to go here and just go ahead and take a look at the system data. That actually can be minimized easily by doing this every once a week. Of course, it's a very simple thing. As I said, you guys, all of these problems can be fixed by just rebooting your device. And on iOS, you have a few different ways, but there's only one proper one to reboot your device. Of course, you can do that through Siri. Just ask Siri to turn off your device and turn it back on then, or you can just ask Siri to restart your device. You will also have here the menu to basically turn it off. You can see the new slide to power off here with iOS 27. You can do that from here, but this is not the proper restart that I'm talking about here. You will have to actually do a force reboot of your device in order for most of these problems to be fixed. Especially, I'm focusing here on system file storage. That will be 100% fixed. And to just demonstrate that, you can see right here we're at 21.41 gigabytes here on my device on the system data files. And doing a proper reboot of your device will actually fix that. Of course, it won't just empty that space there, but it will save you a few gigabytes of storage. And of course, if you have any other one of these problems we talked about, most of them will actually be fixed by a simple reboot. Now, all you have to do is press volume up, volume down, press and hold the side button until you see this screen, then it goes dark completely. And you wait until you see the Apple logo. Now it's time to let go and your device will be force rebooted. And just to demonstrate you guys, once it's booted, we will go into the settings app and see the system data there. So the device has been rebooted. Let's just enter the passcode here. And now we can just go ahead and go straight into the settings app. So if we go on the settings app right here and go to the general settings, we can go to the iPhone storage here. And of course, we'll have to wait for a few minutes for this to set up. But as you can see, we actually had here the system data at 21.4. Now it's at 18.3. So over 3 gigabytes of storage has been actually freed on this device simply by doing a reboot. Now, why I say that you should actually do this every week on your device is because things like this will happen. Of course, all the problems we talked about earlier in the video, and the system data here will pile up, of course, with time. Every day there will be new files that will pile up right here. The only way to ensure that you always minimize this storage right here and just have a few extra gigabytes of storage on your device is simply by doing a reboot at least once a week, and you will have your device running really smoothly. So that is it for this video, guys. This is how you can solve a ton of different problems on your device with a very simple fix that anyone can do. Just simply reboot your device every once in a while. My suggestion is that once a week is actually the best thing you can do. That will save you a ton of storage, keep you out of a lot of different problems that we talked about, like of course frozen screens, stock apps, keyboard missing, rapid battery drain, battery not showing the proper percentage, and of course the system file storage just being really big on the device. These are all the problems you can fix on your device by a simple reboot. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it helpful. If you did, smash that like button and of course subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys on the next one.